Good morning, class. How are you doing, all of you? Hope you are doing well and studying hard. Now, end of the session is coming and your final exams are going to come. So, we were doing construction and hope you are enjoying and also learning how to construct different types of figures, squares, rectangles. And today we will start with the next construction, which is in the previous one we did two identical squares. In this one we are going to construct a square within the rectangle. This is the second. First was dividing rectangle into squares. So how this is different? This is today's topic, square within the rectangle. This is different from dividing the rectangle into squares. There we divided whole of the rectangle, but here we are going to make a square within the rectangle. So basically we start with, let's say, construct square within the rectangle. So let's start. Suppose we take length 12 centimeter and breadth 6 centimeter. So in this way you get the rectangle. Now you have to draw a square within this rectangle. So basically, what is the property of square? That this, you recall again, property of square is all sides are equal. Okay, all sides are equal. Now if you have to construct a square within the rectangle, then one of the side would be equal to AD, then only you would get a square, and other side should also be 6 centimeter. So therefore you know that how we have to divide 6 centimeter. Now length I have taken as 12 centimeter. So I will first find out the midpoint or half of the length. So that would be my first point. Let's say X. Now this is half, dx is half and xc is a half, and total makes the length. So dx would be 6 centimeter and this would also be 6 centimeter. This you have to remember. So now we are going to construct the, now on this line we have to get a 6 centimeter so that we can draw the square. This side you can join the point and then get 6 on its own. Suppose I draw a line here. Okay, so this is also 6 centimeter, equal to the breadth of the rectangle. So this is already 6 centimeter that we get. What we want to get is the side of the rectangle, or sorry, side of square, which is also 6 centimeter. This line you require. This already is 6 centimeter, so no need to concentrate on this part. You have to get a arc done in such a way that this length becomes 6 centimeters. So now what we would do, we have taken the midpoint of the CD. So first step is take or mark midpoint of CD. So we mark midpoint of CD. From there onwards, you would, total is 6. So what is the half of 6 centimeter? That is 3 centimeter. We would open the compass 3 centimeter. Draw an arc here. I draw an arc of 3 centimeter here and draw another arc on the other side 3 centimeter here. So my points become here P, Q. So now my PQ is 6 centimeter. Okay. So this is how you would get a square within the rectangle. Now you can simply, or what you can do is simply join or simply make a straight line below P and a straight line below Q, and you would get the square. Now this length PLQM, suppose, so this length is 6 centimeter and PQ is also 6 centimeter. So what we have done is mark the midpoint of CD first. It is X. From X, cut arc of 3 centimeter on both the sides of X. So no need to remember these. This is just to know that how we are constructing. Let us take some other example. Let us say now I take 10 centimeter length and take 5 centimeter or 4 centimeter breadth. Okay, this is my rectangle. This is for practice. Naming can be anything: A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Okay, so clockwise or anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. Now this is 4 centimeter and this hole is 10 centimeter. So what would be your first step? First you will find the midpoint or half of the length. So first we find half of the length. What would be half of 10 centimeter? 10 centimeter का half होगा 5. So we would put the point or dot at 5 and mark it as X. This is my 5. And now what will we do? That you need to, whatever here comes by dividing the length into half, you have to further divide it by 2. So how can you divide 5 by 2? What would be the answer? 2 2s are 4 and decimal 2 5 10. So I get 2.5 centimeter. So you have to open the compass 2.5 centimeter. So take the ruler and open the compass. Put the fixed point or the metal part at 0 and open the compass till 2.5. Now from X, you draw a 2.5 centimeter arc on both the sides of X, one here and one on this side. I can draw a bigger arc so that you can easily see. So this is the arc. Now simply drop a line or simply draw a vertical line through this point like this, and vertical line through this point like this, and name it LMNO. So you get LMNO is a square within the rectangle. So I hope you have understood how to draw square within the rectangle. Now next is construct falling squares. It is on page number 202. Construct falling squares. So our next construction is a falling square. So just look at the constructions which we are doing. You can make a list. Falling squares. Now first of all you would see the figure in the book. They have made 3 squares of 4 centimeter each. So how would we make? First square, it's depend on you that how would you make a square. Let's say 4 centimeter here. Then with the protractor you would mark 90-degree 0 line coinciding with the line that you have made. Center at one of the vertex and draw 90-degree. Put the dot here. Now with the help of compass, open equal to this length. Side of square is equal, therefore this length would be also equal to, side of squares are equal. So we would take 4 centimeter, open the compass at 4 centimeter and draw the arc. Similarly on the left side vertex also you would mark align with the 0 line of the line you have made, and then mark 90-degree 0, 10, 20, 30. Always start reading from 0. We have done a lot of practice, so I hope you must have now been thorough with the topic, how to read the protractor. Then mark 4 centimeter arc and complete the square. You know how to make a square, so use the compass, or you can even use the ruler if you want to. You can directly put 4 centimeter here and 4 centimeter here. and use the protector to draw the arc. Now how would you draw the falling square? So what we would do, we would extend the horizontal line where this is the first square. So how would you make? Starting from this point, you would mark 4 centimeter again, 4 centimeter. This is your one side, and similarly the vertical line, you would bring the ruler at this vertex and put the dot at 4 centimeter and draw 4 centimeter from here. 2 lines you have got. Now from here what you can do is draw the 90-degree. Take any, this is the vertex, take any one of the line, align the protector with, okay, so this is 90-degree. Now this is the line you have got. You have to get the second line, vertical line. So put the 0 or the center along the line and draw 90-degree angle here also. One vertical line you have already got, one horizontal line you have already got. So you would mark 90-degree here. Now you don't know that what is the length of this. So you know that what length you require. You require 4 centimeter falling square. So obviously you would cut the arc equal to 4 centimeter from here and join the point here. So this is how you would get 4 centimeter square. Sorry, this is a bit. This is 4 centimeter. Okay. Now again what you have to do is extend this line again 4 centimeter. You want the third square. So 4 centimeter here and 4 is already here. Then repeat the process. From this point you would put the protector, align the 0 line with the protector 0 line and start reading and get 90-degree here, and you would get the line. Now you want 4 centimeter, so cut an arc of 4 centimeter, or you can even use the ruler here to get 4 centimeter dot mark. It's your choice, but I would prefer that you use compass so that you are, oh sorry. Now the third square we have to make identically, so we would again draw the 4 centimeter line from this point and 4 centimeter line below. Then take the protector and put the center of the protector at end of this line, align with 0, and you would get the third line, third side of the square. Now open the compass for 4 centimeter. So we would open compass for 4 centimeter and draw the arc, or you can also put dot using the ruler. It's your choice. I would prefer you use compass and join the line. You get the another falling square. So each falling square is of length, is having the side with length 4 centimeter. In this way you would make the falling square. Number 1. In this case we have made the falling square with equal sides. All 3 squares are having the equal side. The next construction is that you have to make the squares with unequal sides. So process would be same, only the length would change. So first square is of 3 centimeter. So we draw a 3 centimeter line here. From this 3 centimeter you get two vertex here, A and B. Put the protractor here. Let me take the bigger one. Put the protractor here and align the line with 0 line and start reading from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 90 you get the line. Now you know that it is of 3 centimeters. So draw a smaller line, just aligning with it. It's your choice. You can draw, your protractor would be small. So now when you have drawn the line, now you need 3 centimeter square. So open the compass for 3 centimeter. This is how you open the compass, 3 centimeter, and then cut arc of 3 centimeter. 1 point you get. Then again you have to draw 90 degree. Now the center will be B. The side would be on the left side of your hand, and you have to align the 0 line with the protractor line. Start with 0 reading and reach 90 degree. So in this manner you would join this line also. Cut an arc of 3 centimeter here again, and you would get the first square. Now the first square is of 3 centimeter. Remember this. Now what is required in this case is second square of 5 centimeter. So what we are going to do is we extend the lines, a horizontal line and a falling line like this. Okay, and 5 centimeter we would cut, or you can use the ruler also and mark at the 5 centimeter point. So let's mark at the 5 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter here and 5 centimeter here. This is 5 centimeter. Now you have got 2 points here. Draw 90 degree line. Taking one falling line you have already got, you need to have the second falling line. So where would your vertex be? This would be your vertex, and mark 90°, and in this way you would get the second falling line. Now use the ruler and mark it till 5 centimeter and you get your square. Okay. Now what you have to do, rub the extra part if you have. Rub the extra part. Now this, at this end you have to again draw another falling square. That is of 7 centimeter. So mine is space is less, so whatever measurement I get I would draw. So let's first draw the falling line. I get 7 centimeter here and 7 centimeter here. So this is 7 centimeter. Okay. This is not exactly horizontal. In construction, your diagram should be neat enough. Now how would you draw the second falling line? You would take this end as the vertex, put the center at this vertex, align with the line. Your line is falling to right of your, towards the right, and mark the 90°. So we mark 90° and draw the 7 centimeter here, and this line also 7 centimeter here, and so we get the, put at 7 centimeter a dot, and from here you measure the 7 centimeter and put the dot there and join the two. You would get the falling square of 5 centimeter. Rub the extra part wherever you are getting. So in this way you get 5 centimeter, 3 centimeter and 7 centimeter falling squares. Third is the shading of the square. So I take any one square. I am not drawing. Okay, let's draw it again. Hope you have understood this part. Now draw the let's draw an 8 centimeter square here. So you get two ends AB. First you put the protector at B, align the line with the line of the protector, start your reading from 0 and go till 90° and draw the line 90°. Mark the square of how much we have taken. We have taken 8 centimeter. So mark 8 centimeter here. This is our 8 centimeter dot. Draw a line here. Similarly, from here you would take the center of take the vertex A, center of the protector at A. Now the line is towards your right. Align it and draw 90° and join the lines together. So you get a square of 8 centimeter. Now you have to shade the square, divide the square into equal parts. Now how would you divide the square into equal parts? what we are going to do is we would mark points 1 centimeter away. Okay, and from there you would draw the standing line like this. Draw the standing line 2, standing line 3, standing line 4, standing line 5, standing line 6 and standing line 7. In this way you got set of standing lines. Now you need to have horizontal lines. So now you divide the horizontal line 1, 2, 1 centimeter away you would put the dots. Now draw the horizontal line. First horizontal line, second horizontal line, third horizontal line, fourth, fifth, sixth and last is 7th line. So now you have got the square. You have divided the square into smaller square and each square is equal to another. That means they are all identical squares, each having the length of 1 centimeter side. The side of the each square is 1 centimeter. Now it is simple to shade them. Take the first square, join the opposite points. Which points you have to join? The points which are opposite to each other. Like this is a square. So which point is opposite to each other? If I take A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. So A dash and C dash are opposite to each other. Okay, or you say that diagonally opposite. So if you don't understand, then this is diagonally opposite, or either you can say they are opposite to each other. Take the first and shade the square. Then the second one, you have two squares now. Again cross line and then you shade these two. Then you get 3 squares together, bigger line and shade the 3 squares. In this way you are shading all the squares half. So how beautiful the figure is looking. In this way keep on. Then the next square you have 5 squares together. One end here and one next end here, this end. Okay, these two ends you have to join. First end, second end, third end, fourth end, and this is now fifth end. Shade the figure like this. So in this way you shade. Then the 6th point and the 6th point here, join the 2 points. Count the number of points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6th point. So this is 6th point I am joining, and 6th point here I am joining. And then shade the upper part of the square, leave the second part as it is. So in this manner you get the shaded portion. Okay, so in this way you can shade the square. Now next construction is, this was the 4th construction. Sorry, 5th construction, shading the square. Now the 6th construction is square with a hole. So let's draw a square. What is the property? All sides are equal. So we would take, let's take 5 centimeter or greater, 7 centimeter. And how you draw the square? Remember how you draw the square? These two ends you have got, put the center of the protector at 1 and count from 0 line and give 90 degree. Join the two lines, two dots like this. Similarly, put the center at this point, align with second vertex, alignment is towards left hand side. Count from left hand side from 0 reading, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you get the second standing line. Now from the ruler we will take 7 centimeter. From the compass also you can take. So let's do the both. In one of them I would take with compass. So this is 7 centimeter. This is 7 centimeter. And second I would show you that you can do it with ruler also. You can start with 0 line and go till 7th. Now join the two and you get the square. Okay, now what you have to do is, you have to draw a hole in this square. Suppose you have a cardboard and you want to draw a hole in it. How would you do it? Now you need, for a hole or what is the shape of the hole? Hole is a circular shape. So circular shape has a center. What is circle? The collection of points which is equidistant from a given fixed point. So that fixed point is called as center of the circle. So if you want to make hole in this square, you need to have the center of this square. How we find center of the square? For this you need to take the half of the side of the square. Here I have taken 7. So what is the half of 7? Divided, you would get 3.5 centimeter. Okay, so you have to put 3.5 centimeter, a dot at 3.5 centimeter on the scale. First you count 1, 2, 3 and then 5 lines more and you get 3.5 centimeter. Similarly here 3 and then 5 lines, small lines, you get 3.5 centimeter. then small line you get 3.5 centimeter, and then the last one you get 3.5 centimeter. Now what you have to do is draw a dashed line or draw a line like this and join the other 2 points also. Okay, so the point that you get after crossing these 2 lines is the center of the hole and center of the square. Now you can take your compass, open the compass and draw the, take this point, the crossing point, the lines where it has crossed, put the compass there and draw the circle. So in this way you get a hole in the circle. Let's do one more for the practice. You can open, it depends how much radius you want, so that we won't go to that way. We just restrict ourselves to the drawing a hole within the circle, within the square. Now the seventh construction is square with more holes. This is one square. This is one square and you have found the center of the square, and now you want the one hole in this square. The second is, suppose I take a square 8 centimeter. How would you draw the square? You get 2 ends here, put at 90 degree. Draw the line, put the protector at the second vertex, align it with 0 line and 90 degree here. Draw the line. Now with the ruler, mark the point at 8 centimeter. So you mark the point at 8 centimeter here and 8 centimeter here. Okay, so you get a square. Now what it is asking is, you have to put many holes in this square. Like 4 holes it requires to be drawn inside this square. What would we do? Similar, the process would be similar here. First, you have total 8 centimeter. You would divide 8 with 2. You would get 4. So I would put the dots at 4 centimeter. So put the dot at 4 centimeter here. Join the points, join the dots. Like this. So we need 4 holes, so we will divide the square into 4 parts. So the number of holes would define how would you divide the square. If you need more holes, then you would require more. Now you have 4 squares and you need 4 holes in these squares. So process would be same. How to find the center of the square? Take one square at a time. Suppose I take this one, number 1 square. How much is the length of its side? 4 centimeter. Take half of 4, that is 2 centimeter here. Similarly, here 2 centimeter, here 2 centimeter, and here 2 centimeter. Join the points like this. Like the previous one, what did we do? Half of the line we joined the point. Similarly here, first we get half of the bigger square, then we get half of the smaller squares. Half points, half midpoints of the smaller sides of smaller square. पहले आपको बड़े वाले स्क्वायर की साइड्स के मिड पॉइंट ज्वाइन करने हैं, उसके बाद आपको हर एक छोटे स्क्वायर की साइड के मिड पॉइंट ज्वाइन करने हैं. देन यू विल गेट द सेंटर ऑफ द first smaller square. You would draw the hole, open the compass and draw the hole. Generally we don't hold the compass with second hand, but because it is on the board I have to hold. You would draw in the notebook. Generally don't hold the compass, just hold it from one stand only. And in this way you would get one hole. How to get second hole? Again, each square is having the side. इसकी कितनी साइड थी? 4 सेंटीमीटर. इसकी भी 4 सेंटीमीटर है, इस स्क्वायर की भी 4 सेंटीमीटर है और इस स्क्वायर की भी 4 सेंटीमीटर. So what we would do? We would put dots at 2 centimeter. Half of the 4 is 2. So here 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter here already it is marked, and here also 2 centimeter. Now we join the dots. So we get the center of the square. Now this center of the square and draw the circle or hole. So if you have a cardboard, you can do it. Put the cardboard like this or a paper and then cut the holes within the square. Now in the second one also, here also we would first join the midpoints. Third square, the midpoint 2 centimeter, the midpoint 2 centimeter, the midpoint 2 centimeter here, and this is already joined, the midpoint we have got, so we would join it, and we will join here also. So each part is further divided. Now we get the center, and from the center we would draw the circle or the hole. So in this manner we would get the . So in this way you would get the holes within the squares. So I think the method is clear to you. Now the last construction before the next exercise we have, it is now you have to draw square with curves. I think it's 8th construction, square with curves. Okay, so we would draw a square first. It is of, let's say, 8 centimeter. Draw the square with aligning with 0 line, protector line. Start your reading from 0 and draw the line. Similarly, put the center at the second vertex, align with 0 and then put 90 degree here and you get another. Then with the ruler you can take 8 centimeter, mark here, or with the compass you can open the compass and open it till 8 centimeter. This tip of the compass should be kept at 0 centimeter and then open till 8 centimeter and draw the arc. So you can do it with both. Either you don't do it one and one like this. Either you do dots method or you do compass method. I am just showing to you that you can use both of them. But in examination or in your practice, you can draw with any one of the method. Okay, now we get 8 centimeter square. Now what we are going to do is, we would find the midpoint of the sides. How do you find the midpoint? 8 by 2. 8 divided by 2, you would get 4 centimeter. So at the 4 centimeter, put the dots on all the sides of the square. 4 centimeter here, 4 centimeter here, 4 centimeter here, and 4 centimeter here. Okay. Now while joining the points, what I am going to do is, I will join the points and draw the line bigger than the square. I am making the line going out of the square like this. Similarly here also I would take the lines out of the square like this. Now what you have to do is mark equal points on this outer portion. क्या करना है आपको? जो ये बाहर लाइन है इस स्क्वायर की साइड से इक्वल लेंथ पे आपको मार्क करना है। जैसे कि मैं लेती हूँ इसमें 4 सेंटीमीटर। कहाँ से स्टार्ट कर रही हूँ मैं? यहाँ से, ओ से मैंने ए तक किया 4 सेंटीमीटर। सिमिलरली यहाँ पर मैं लेती हूँ ओ बी, तो बी से ओ पी, सो पी से आई विल टेक 4 सेंटीमीटर एंड मार्क बी। देन यहाँ से क्यू से मैं लूँगी और 4 सेंटीमीटर पे मार्क करूँगी, और यहाँ मैं आर पॉइंट लूँगी और इसे 4 सेंटीमीटर पे आई विल मार्क। ओके, दिस इज व्हाट यू गेट। नाउ what you have to do is from A reach the corners of the L. Let's take some name W, X, Y, Z. So what you have to do is you start with A and go till Z. जो कॉर्नर है स्क्वायर का वहां तक आपको जाना है, एंड ड्रॉ द सर्कल लाइक दिस. इट विल कट W by itself. कॉर्नर्स ऑफ स्क्वायर कौन से हैं? Z, X, Y, W, X, Y, Z. These are corner of square. So if you open the compass from point A to Z, you would get the R. Then take the point at B, take the compass at B, open till W and draw the circle. So you would get another arc. Then इसको हम पॉइंट का नाम दे देते हैं C और ये D. Put the compass at C, open till Y and draw the arc. Like this. Then at D, open till Z and draw the arc like this. So you would get equal bulging of the arcs from these points. So in this way you would get the arcs within the square. Method is bit longer but interesting. So this is like a design within the square. Arcs within the square. So with this all the construction is finished off. In the next class we will start with exploring diagonals of rectangles and squares. Now the diagonals would be explored. Diagonals, what are diagonals? Diagonals are the opposite points. When joined together you get a diagonal. So we will continue in the next class. Have a nice day. Take care. Hope you have learned. Go through the video again. Repeat. Do it on your own also in the notebook. Practice it and you would definitely be clear with the concept. Okay students, take care. Bye.